Hello, and welcome to tonight's episode of Fallen Dragons. I'm Mike, I'll be your DM for tonight. This is episode 24 of Fallen Dragons. Uh, nay, title to be added in post production, because I can't think of anything at the moment. Um, but I'll go around and let our players tell you who they are, who their characters are, and we'll get this thing going. So we'll start above me with Robin.
Hi, I'm Robin. I'm playing Talith Dorashel. She is a bronze dragonborn fighter.
And then next to her is Patrick.
Hi, I'm Patrick, and I am playing Lucid Reverie, a cleric of the Storm Lord.
And then below Patrick is Melody.
I'm I'm Melody. I play Nala Firestone, a Dragonborn Bronze Wizard Blade Singer.
Okay. And since it's been a bit since we've played this game, I will give a quick overview for the audience and the players. Um, you guys had decided to make sort of a deal with Tiamat to get a hold of as much genetium mineral as you could get a hold of. In an effort to do this, you came up with a idea to create a box which would give you anything you asked it to give you. So you took it to a wizard to have it enchanted once you got the box itself made. The wizard said he would be happy to do it for you if you did something for him in return, which was to find the crown of Tandon, which is a artifact from his former kingdom. The owner of the crown was officially the leader of the kingdom, and he wanted it back so he could take his kingdom back. That sounded all fine and good until you found out where the crown was, which is in a desolate place called the Wastelands. So the you got a crew for your ship and you sailed to the Wastelands. Upon landing, your crew promptly quit. And then you had an encounter with a sea monster that gave you 2 months to complete your mission, or it would come back and eat your boat and everybody on it. Uh, at which point, you walked into the local pub and hired a new crew. but they don't know about the sea monster yet. So, and then you you and a couple of new friends, the local blacksmith and a person that Luce had hired,
And
decided
me. And me.
this what?
And me.
Well, yeah, you're part. Actually, that's true. You had joined them from your job in the library, and the five of you ventured off to the western mountains to head into the wastelands on the other side. While climbing through a mountain pass, you encountered a what for you looked like a small house. Um, but as you passed, you realized that a bugbear was living there. Uh, and as you started to have a rather tense conversation, the bugbear's male mate appeared. And we ended the last game with you guys about to go into combat because the bugbears view you as food, and up here in the mountains they need to collect all the food they can get. So where we will start tonight is initiative rolls for everybody. So, Patrick,
Okay, let's see what I get. I got a 6.
okay.
Low is good, right?
No.
I got 12.
And what?
18.
18?
Yep. Hey, Robin, at least you rolled better than he did.
What did we decide to name the girl?
I want to say Carmela?
No, what was it?
Sounds
I
wrong.
know you. I know you had a name for her, but I can't remember what it was.
Yeah. And I don't think it's Carmela, but
Oh, let's compromise and go with Carmen.
Oh wait, it was Connie, wasn't it?
That's it.
It was Connie. I knew it started with a C. Yeah,
Connie?
yeah,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
Connie.
Like that sounds suspicious.
And the blacksmith's name.
That I don't remember.
me either.
Actually,
Blacksmith.
Actually, I think that was Varn because the
Varn.
blacksmith in the other game had a different name. So, okay. Um, so I need to roll for them and the bugbears. Okay. Connie rolled the same as you, Lucid. So I'm assuming your dex is higher than hers.
Probably. I've got a +3.
Yeah, your dex would be higher than hers. So, um, so basically, what you see is in this little cleared area next to a cave in the snow, it's the five of you standing there, and a male and female bugbear um, standing behind a rack that the female had been drying meat on. Uh, then the two of them step out from behind the rack and are basically facing the five of you in a small open space.
So that's how many? Two?
What?
So there's how many? Two?
There's two of them and five of you.
Okay.
And you're first.
Okay. Second. I want to. Firebolt it.
Which one?
The closest one to me.
They're standing next to each other.
Okay, then the male.
Okay. And I'd say they're maybe 15 feet apart.
Okay.
There's 15 feet between the two groups. So you can fire both the male. Is that a spell you need to roll for, or is that
I'm checking right now.
or is that a spell?
It's a cantrip, so I'm not sure.
You roll a to target their AC.
Okay. So you have to roll to hit on that one.
We're level what?
6.
So it is 2d10 damage on this.
Well, if
Okay.
you, if you,
19. 19.
okay, that hits.
So it's 2d10.
Yep.
9. 8.
Mm, okay. Now it's the female's turn. And I'm going to roll a d6 to find out which one she attacks. She goes after the fighter in the group.
Of course she does.
So she walks up, steps up to you, swings her mace or morning star, and we'll see if she hits you or not. She swings, uh, and it slips out of her hand and falls to the ground, which means she has to use her second attack to pick it back up again. So she's done. She botched. So got a little bit too excited there. So, in fact, now it's Varn's turn. And, and he's going after the female with his longsword. And misses. Now it's uh, your turn, Robin.
Okay, is the female still standing right in front of me?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see, and I get 2 attacks per turn, so I'm gonna take out my great sword and try to slash at her with it.
Okay.
And let me roll and see if that hits. $23.
That hits.
Okay, damage. 7 points of damage. And then I will do that again.
Stab, 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 stab.
And that's 20. Dirty 20. Is that hit?
That hits.
Alright. 6 points of damage.
So it's 13 total. 20. Okay.
Oh, I had an extra attack that I didn't know I had.
What do you mean?
I can attack twice at level 6. I can attack twice.
Uh, Your second attack would have to be either a weapon attack or another cantrip. So I will let you do that if you decide what you want to do.
Mhm. Yeah.
So
But whose turn is it?
it's actually um, Lucid's turn, technically.
Cool. I'm gonna call lightning.
Okay.
So both bugbears make a deck save.
Does that, since you're only 15 feet apart, does that affect any of the party members?
I think that would only be if we were in front of him.
I choose a point, and then each creature within 5 feet of the point take 3d10 lightning damage.
Okay, so that wouldn't affect the party. Actually, it would affect Robin because the female bugbear is standing right in front of her because they've been in the middle of combat.
I can put it anywhere within 60 feet, so I can put it like 5 feet behind the female bugbear.
Okay, yeah, that'll work then. So they need deck saves.
Right.
So we'll one got a 2 and one got a 4. So they take full 3d10 damage. So give me those numbers.
Uh, I'm gonna do a thing.
Oh, what?
I'm gonna channel divinity so that they take the full max damage.
They were anyways.
No, they were gonna take 9 because they rolled really low. So they take 30.
You have a channel divinity where you can max damage.
Yes. You can use channel divinity to deal maximum damage instead of rolling for lightning or thunder damage.
Okay. One
Well, they're just
advantage
dead.
to being a Stormlord cleric, I guess.
And
Uh,
they're dead.
well, no, she is. He's not.
If they took 30, isn't that over what their life is?
No.
Plus,
So
plus,
she,
but
she
he was already hurt from me though,
Yeah.
and I still didn't kill him.
Nope.
so she's dead, and he's really pissed at this point.
Yeah. He's severely injured, but he's still alive, and she's down.
And we just killed his mate, so he's not happy.
Right. Uh, and now it's Connie's turn, who is standing there holding a long sword, who's probably never swung a sword in her lifetime. And
I also gave her a crossbow.
what? I didn't get that.
I gave her a crossbow.
You gave her a crossbow. Well, we'll see how well she can do that. Not bad, but not quite. So,
It's your first one. You don't want to piss him off anyways.
so now it's the bugbear's turn. And he's going to go after Varn the blacksmith.
Poor Vine.
He's probably the biggest, bulkiest member of the party. So he's probably the best one for this guy to go after. But since he's severely injured, he swings and misses. So now we're back up to the top of the round, and it's Melody's turn.
I'm going to go fireball on my first one.
Okay. That's a saving throw, right?
Let me double check. Damn it.
Plus, what is the range on that?
I'm
Because
checking. If I can get my thing.
cause you don't want to toast your entire party. Or maybe she does. Who knows?
150 foot, 20 foot radius,
That
and well, if I just a second.
that's gonna cover everybody.
No, because I could choose a point, but I could choose a point far enough back behind them. They'll hit them, not us.
You know,
Well,
pick a spot 20 feet behind him.
okay. You would burn the house down, and then you would get him. Um,
Oh wait! I don't want to do that one. Just a second.
Plus, he's standing in front of Varn because he just took a swing at him. How many times can you use that channel divinity before you have to take a long rest? Twice? Okay. Good to know.
But it's a short rest.
Oh, it's a short rest? Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna do inflict wounds.
You gonna
Which is
walk
make.
you gonna
Yep.
walk up to him and touch him, are you?
What does it say? I have to touch them. It doesn't say that.
Yeah, yeah, it does.
Well, it doesn't. It says make a melee spell attack against a creature you can reach. Oh,
Sorry, that's what melee spell attack means.
okay.
You have to touch it.
Okay. I'm gonna walk up to him and touch him.
Isn't
And I'm
that
gonna do it at second level, which is 4d10.
isn't that a cleric spell?
Yes, it is.
Isn't she a druid?
But I get cleric. I have a cleric. I get cleric spell with my background.
Nice.
Okay. So you gotta make an attack roll to see if you can touch him or not.
15 plus. What is it? You add what to it again?
Your spell attack bonus.
15 plus. 15 plus 7, so figure that out.
22.
Yeah.
That hits him.
And I said second level, so that's 4d10.
Yeah.
9, 8, 9, 10.
That's 36. That kills him. So both bugbears are now lying dead on the ground.
I go and investigate their clothing and anything around the area.
They basically, you know,
I go check on the person they had tied up.
he's alive but unconscious.
I untie him, and I do first aid.
Okay.
So what did I find by searching around?
You found she didn't have anything on her. He had 6 silver in his in his pocket. These are a couple of bugbears that lived up in the mountain. They didn't have a whole lot. But you're able to uh, wake up the person, do first. Actually, give me a medicine roll for the first aid to see if
I
you
got a 14.
that's enough to you bandage him up. Uh, so he's conscious. He's bandaged up.
Live.
So what in the world you gonna do with him now? 'Cause you know he's you're either gonna send him down the mountain by himself, or he's got to come with you guys.
So I mean, I guess we give him the choice. I mean, you can stay here and live in the bugbear hut. You can go back down the mountain, or you can come with us. I recommend the bugbear hut. You can't get real estate like this.
Well, it is an actual shelter, which is more than what you guys have right now. Um, so I'll randomly roll and see what he decides. he actually decides that he's going to take off back down the mountain and go back to civilization.
Another good choice.
So,
And then I go investigate and see what the heck we can find useful in the house.
um, give me an investigation check.
18.
Um, just your standard bugbear hut. There's like cooking utensils, pots, pans. There are several decent sized knives, but nothing incredibly valuable.
Do we want to take some cooking utensils and silverware or knives?
If you want to carry it,
No, we're gonna make you carry it.
Is there any food, like dried meat or anything? Of course, they were bugbears, so we don't really want to know what they would consider meat, come to think of it.
dried person? Do they have to be dried person?
Could could be dried adventurer for all you know.
Yeah, that's what I kind of realized halfway through my sentence.
But you know, you and you and Varn being dragonborns wouldn't care about that.
I say the three of us being dragonborns, yeah, we
Well,
wouldn't
it's
care.
Yeah,
It'd only be the cleric that would have an issue.
yeah, it's
Oh, and
like
the girl.
Yeah, she may not.
Connie would definitely have an issue with that. So the if you want the knives that the bugbears have, um, you can put um, let's see, 2 daggers on your inventory list. They use them as kitchen knives, but most regular people would find them too large for that, so we'll go with daggers.
Look, I would really want you to diggers, but yeah. We could sell them when we get someone to sell them. We could sell them.
What?
I said, don't really want to use them, but we can sell them when we get someone to sell them.
Never know. If you botched your roll like the female bugbear did and you drop your weapon, it's always handy to have a dagger around. Um, yeah, the bugbears rolled horribly. I mean,
They failed all their saves and like all their attack rolls.
right. The highest the highest roll that either one of them had was a 6.
Oh, wow. That is an easy fight, but yeah. That's all in the roll of the game.
Yeah. Um, and if they hit you and maxed out damage, they do 19 points at a shot. So it would have added up had they been rolling well. But
Oh, and then 7 more bugbears run out of the trees.
yeah, they were having. You interrupted their anniversary party, and the whole family appears. It's like,
Bugbear family reunion. I
yeah,
got 10 more minutes on the lightning. I guess I keep taking pot shots around the area.
yeah, that you being able to max damage on that is what really did the most damage. Since you can only do that twice per short rest, uh, you'll want to be careful about where and when you use it because that could come in handy.
Yeah.
Probably should do a short rest or a long rest before we head into the right Wild West.
Well, none of you were actually injured because they rolled so badly. Um, it's still um, just afternoon. It's like 1 in the afternoon. So you've got, I'd say, 4 to 5 hours of sunlight left. So what do you guys want to do?
Onwards into the wildlands.
Well, that's what we're here for. So,
Okay. Yeah. You take anything out of the house that you want and um,
I
any
took those knives.
anything out. You know, this is just a cleared area of snow in the mountains or what. They didn't have a whole lot. Uh, and you guys keep heading west through the mountain pass. And I would say in another hour to 2 hours of hiking through the snow, you make it to the other side of the mountain pass. And you're able to look out over the wastelands, which, after doing so, you probably wish you hadn't done it. Um, because what you see is a barren landscape for as far as you can see.
Good thing we brought fish.
Um, Scattered throughout, there are large, sharp stones poking up through the ground. Some are as tall as 20 feet. Um, Off in the far distance, you can see what looks like a village. But that's even at the elevation you're at. The village looks like it's a day to 2 days away. And
Well,
no longer being in the shelter of the mountains, for the first time you feel the wind, and it's a constant, 30-mile-an-hour northern winter wind.
I feel like we should make sail wagons.
That wagon, huh?
Yeah, the wagon would take off and you'd be chasing it the entire time.
Don't raise the sail until you get on the wagon.
Well, you didn't specify that. Tarn and Connie would be smart enough to do that. The rest of you'd be chasing behind it. Um, so you walk down the final elevation and you're standing at the base of the mountain looking out over this barren space being buffeted by 30-mile-an-hour northern winds, and you thought it was cold up into the mountain. That was nothing to what the wind does now.
I put some food I want to dry on top of the wagon. Figure it'll get it done in like 20 minutes.
It'll freeze dry it in 20 minutes.
Not cook it.
So you guys stop here, and what is your objective at this point?
I guess we head deeper towards the crown.
Yeah, we need to go down. I mean, we already know this crown of Tandon thing is supposedly in the wasteland, so we need to go down there and start looking for it.
So, is your first objective to try and head to the what you think is a village off in the distance, or are you just gonna how are you going to start searching for this thing?
Well, I guess if we see a village off in the distance, that's a good place to start. I didn't think there were any villages in the wasteland. So
Well,
maybe it's a ruin or something?
when you were up higher elevation, you a good day to 2 days away, you estimated that there is something to the northwest that from that distance looked like a village or a cluster of something.
So it could theoretically be a mirage.
Probably not. Mirages usually don't happen in winter. uh, and it's not snowing, so your vision is clear. It's just very, very far away. But it's the only thing like that you see. The rest of your vision, you see nothing but barren landscape with crags of rock coming up every so often. So are you headed to the northwest to see if that's a village or...
Might as well.
I consult my tarot cards. I cast augury, and I ask if heading towards the village will have good results for our mission. And it'll tell me if it's good results, bad results, good and bad, or nothing.
What do you roll for that?
The DM tells me.
Oh, so I roll for that. Okay.
You just decide if it's good for us to go there or not based on what you know.
So good possibilities are what again? Good, bad, or...
Good and bad, or nothing.
Okay.
You don't roll.
I'm going to let the universe tell you. The excuse me. The cards tell you it's a bad idea.
Hey guys, I think going that way might be a bad idea.
Then I suggest we don't go that way.
Uh,
So, so what are your alternate choices if you don't want...
I mean, we could start heading deeper into the north. I could try casting sending to like my patron or something to see if they know the direction for the crown.
You could actually try divine intervention, but you only have a 6% chance of that actually working.
I mean, it's worth a try.
You roll percentile dice, and you've got to get below zeros. You've got to get 0.6 or less for your um, for the Storm Lord to come to talk to you.
I got a 43.
It didn't work.
I mean, I think we should head for the village anyways. It's the only landmark we can really see. And I mean, anything we do is probably going to come up bad on a future scale. We're going into a horrible wasteland.
Yeah, let me put it this way. On a scale of good things, the the wasteland isn't on the list. So there's there's not really good outcomes here. the best outcome is you survive. So,
Well, we're gonna beat the odds. Never tell me the odds. I mean, I have locate object, but it only works within 1,000 feet. And I don't think we're within 1,000 feet.
is that a cantrip or does that take up a spell slot when you do that?
It's a first level spell,
Oh, so,
second level spell.
so
It's a second.
you would definitely not want to burn spell slots trying to do that. At
Yeah, that's
least,
what the scrolls are for.
at least not right now. Um, so, you know, you guys have, I'll lay this out. You guys have two options. You can either, well, three options. You could either randomly search the wastelands, which would take up a lot of time and probably not get you very far. You could go back into the mountains and actually go north in the mountains and see if you end up coming out closer to the village. Or you could head straight northwest from where you are for 2 days and try and get to the village or whatever that actually is once you get there.
I think the cards are trying to tell me that we shouldn't go straight there. We should go along the mountains.
I assumed the cards were telling me we shouldn't go to the village at all. But at the same time, I don't know if I put a whole lot of store in all that augury stuff to begin with. So,
Well,
yeah, I think going through the mountains is probably the better idea, though.
Yeah, although we could run into more creatures like bugbears.
Yeah, but at least that's a relatively known threat. We have no idea what's in the wastelands.
True.
So, yeah, I
Probably
think,
ice worms based on the text I've read.
what?
You
What
know,
worms?
ice worms?
Oh, I suppose. Okay. Uh, I think we should go through the mountains.
Yeah, let's go through the mountains.
okay. So you climb back up the mountain, uh, up the pass, and you turn straight north and start heading through the mountains. Um, it does block the wind you were experiencing, so that is one positive thing. However, I need Constitution saving throws from all five of you.
I got a 17.
You're
19.
Uh, Clean 20 plus 3, so
20.
so critical plus 30 plus 3.
Um, so I'm gonna roll for Varn and Connie here. Varn is fine. Connie, however, falls to the ground. and sh- she falls to the ground holding the sides of her head and mumbling things that you guys can't understand.
Okay, Connie, get in the wagon. We'll carry you from here.
Um, Varn picks her up fairly easily and lays her in the back of the wagon. And I'm assuming you guys brought things like blankets and such, so you you can cover Connie up in the back of the wagon. Um, so you guys start heading north. Um, the elevation starts getting higher as you go north, as the mountains themselves start getting higher. Um, so by the time this all occurs, you've taken up about 3 hours time.
So it's about time to make camp.
So that puts it, counting the time for the combat with the bugbears and searching the place and all of that, it's about 5 p.m. now. And the sun is starting to go down. And being in the mountains, it goes, it doesn't take it very long to drop behind a mountain and get dark. And as the sun goes behind one of the peaks, it starts getting colder. And it wasn't warm to begin with. So, what do you guys want to do?
Well, it'd probably be better not to, camp out here exposed. Maybe we should start looking around to see if there's like a cave or something in the mountains, like some sort of shelter we could sleep in.
Okay,
Circle the wagons.
there's only one wagon.
We didn't bring enough wagons.
So, who wa- who wants to go cave hunting?
I guess we could look for a little bit.
Uh,
Do do all 5 of you want to go cave hunting, or
I'll
Let's
go.
split up,
See if I
gang.
can get Vaughn to go with me.
because it would probably be smart to have somebody stay with Connie because on the wagon and such because
I'll guide the wagon with my
uh,
boomstick.
Okay, and the three of us Dragonborns will go looking.
uh, I need the 2 of you to give me investigation checks.
18.
15.
Lauren got a 15 also. Um,
I got a 9.
you're looking from back at the wagon, are you?
I think I see one.
Yeah, with a 9, you're not going to see one.
Right. Uh,
Especially back at the wagon.
I see one that's not there.
uh, so you guys start searching around, and I'd say about 150 yards from where the wagon is, you see an opening um, in the side of a mountain that is, the opening is actually facing another mountain, but the three of you can make it in between. Um, you might have some difficulty getting the wagon in between the two mountains to get it into the cave. Um,
Just leave it out front and carry Connie in.
um, so do the three of you go into the cave to look around, or
I definitely will because I want to make sure there's, nothing in the cave that could eat us.
Except
You
I'll
know,
follow her in.
and if there is, clear it out before we.
okay. Um, um, you go into the cave. It's actually a fairly large cave. Um, I'd say just the initial um, open area itself is at least 10 by 12. And, and the minute you step into the cave, you hear running water. Patrick, um, I need you to give me a perception check.
25.
While you're looking at whatever it is you thought you saw off in the distance, out of the corner of your eye, you notice Connie leap up from the wagon and jump out of the wagon and start heading back the way you guys came.
I guess I like run after her. Whoa, where are you going? You know you're not in any condition to run off on your own.
Uh, she turns to look at you. Her eyes are bloodshot, and once again, she mumbles something in a language that you don't understand. Or actually, what languages do you understand?
Celestial, Common, and Sylvan.
Um, no. All that you can gather is it sounds like she's yelling at you.
Uh, I cast Bless on her. I'm like, come on, snap out of it. It gives her a D4 bonus to saving rolls.
She turns to you, grabs you by the shoulders, and says, "You don't understand. He needs us to do this."
Who needs us to do what?
And at that point, she's like, "He needs us to go into the wastelands." And at that point, she collapses again.
I guess I like pick her up, put her back in the wagon.
Um, as the Are the two of you going to explore this cave, or do you think that the initial initial 10 by 12 opening is large enough for you guys to do what you need?
Well, I mean, I would think it would be large enough, but I still want to make sure there's nothing, you know, in here that could attack us or try to eat us or anything. Size isn't the issue, safety is.
What now? The two of you were talking at once, so I didn't get that. What
Oh,
now?
sorry.
What were you saying, Robin?
I said size isn't the issue, safety's the issue. So I want to make, yeah, it's large enough, but I want to make sure it's safe.
I agree.
Varn says, while you guys are looking around, I'll go tell Lucid that we've probably found a cave that'll work. So he comes back out. He tells you that they found a cave, although the wagon and the horses probably aren't going to fit.
Well, we can like tie him up outside. Should be fine.
Well, and actually, with the cave mouth facing another mountain, if you put the horses in the wagon and the space in between, they'll be somewhat sheltered. So
Perfect.
that'll work. Um, From the two of you that are searching the cave, I need another investigation check.
11.
17.
Um, uh, now, OU, as the two of you are walking through the cave, you barely hear above the rushing water that is some distance in front of you. Um, you hear what sounds to you like scratching noises, but they're barely audible above the water. And they also sound like they're coming from in front of you. What do you do?
I say, let's get back to the wagon and get the others.
The two of you walk back out the front, and by this time, Varn has told Lucid, and the wagon and the horses are parked in the space between the mountains. And Varn and Lucid are standing there, and Connie's covered up in the wagon. Um, and Connie continues to mumble that now quite audibly because of the bless spell. She keeps repeating over and over again that we have to, you have to go to the wastelands and help him.
That crazy girl wants to go back to the wastelands.
Well, we're going to the wastelands. We're just taking the scenic route.
That's
Well,
what I tried to tell her.
she seems to be frantic about it, almost on the edge of panicking about it.
I say, what language is she talking in? Because I know Bizzle.
Well, because of Lucid's bless spell, she's now speaking common. You can understand what she's saying,
Okay.
but she's repeatedly saying that you know that he mean it, and you don't know who he is. Need you to do this, and whatever it is that he needs you to do is in the wasteland. And that sentence is all she says over and over.
She tried to run off into the wasteland herself. I think we should like tie her up or keep watch in shifts.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, and plus we heard something in the cave.
Okay, shackles it is.
Or Lucid, you wouldn't happen to have a sleep spell, would you? You can just put her to sleep.
No, I don't have that one.
Hmm.
Not today.
So it's now 8:30 my time. Do any of you need a break?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
A break sounds good.
Okay. So this seems like a good time to take a break since the four of you are about to wander into the cave. Um, so 20-minute break. Meet back here at 10 till.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Didn't tell.
So for those watching, uh, we're gonna take a 20-minute break and we'll see you soon.
See you soon.
Did you know percentages are reversible?
I did not know that.
8% of 25 is the same as 25% of 8. And one of those is really easy to.
Hello and welcome back to our Fallen Dragons episode. Before the break, the group had just found a apparently suitable cave for them to use for the night. And they had pulled the wagon and the horses up to the mouth of the cave between it and another mountain nearby. Um, but Nalo had mentioned that she had heard scratching noises above the flowing water noises in the cave. So what do you guys want to do?
Well, I think we should definitely check that out. As far as Connie goes, I don't think we should bring her in the cave just yet. And, just in case. So someone should probably stay with her at the wagon while the other three of us go uh, see whatever it is that Nala heard in there.
Um, Varn says he will stay with Connie because that way if she decides to try and jump out of the wagon again, he can grab her and pretty much hold her.
I still think we should tie her out.
You're perfectly welcome to do that. Do you want to actually tie her to the wagon so she can't get up or what?
Hey, Connie, you all right, or do we need to tie you to the wagon?
Uh, basically, she's saying the same thing she's been saying. It doesn't even seem like she's paying attention to any of you at this point.
So this is a standard measure to take against curses and mind control. I don't want to insinuate anything, but we're gonna tie you up. And then I tie her to the wagon wheel.
Okay.
Well, in
Uh,
that case, we should set up. We all could go, and besides her, the four of us go. Because I don't think we want to go trying to fight something in the cave. Just three of us.
g-
We shouldn't leave the tied up girl alone in a
No,
cave.
I think someone should stay with her still.
uh,
Let's let Varn stay with her. He seems very capable.
Lucid, I need a dex check from you to see if you can actually tie her to the wagon.
Sleight of hand of 19.
Okay. You you do that fairly easily because she's not really fighting you. In fact, she's not even paying attention. Uh, so,
There, that'll keep you nice and tight. Hang in there, kid.
Hanging there, kid.
I'm assuming you put a blanket over her before you tied her to the wagon.
Sure,
Okay.
we can say that I did that.
Yeah. Just to keep her warm.
I tuck her in.
Okay.
There you go. All right, we're gonna go kill these monsters. I'll bring you something back if it stays to
And it's tasty.
You, you see Varn put a hand over his mouth to keep from laughing. He's like, he shakes his head like you've got to be kidding. Uh,
You never know. It might be whatever it is might be tasty.
well, like I said earlier, you and Varn, it wouldn't matter.
Right.
Uh,
Meat.
basically, yeah. Uh, so the three of you walk into the cave. You get to about the point that the two were earlier.
I cast a spell.
Uh,
Um, Shield of Faith.
okay.
It gives me a +2 to AC. We're good to go.
So you do that. Does it say that? I think that's a concentration spell, if I'm
It is.
remembering correctly.
So
So,
I'll keep concentration.
so as the three of you are walking along, getting deeper into this cave, um, you're concentrating on that. And the further in you're getting, the louder the water noise and the louder the scratching noises are getting. So, I need an investigation check from the three of you at this point.
18.
10.
15.
Okay. Lucid is too busy concentrating. But the other two of you finally see what the water noise is. it's a waterfall, and it's coming from a good 150 feet above you, and forming a large pool on the ground. But it's cold enough that it's the pool is half frozen. And the odd thing about it is, you just realize that you haven't been using a light source in this cave. And it's after sunset outside.
It's pretty bright in here.
But you find out the light source, or what you presume is a light source, is coming from a small opening. Well, it's actually not that small. It's about the opening in the rock behind the waterfall is about the size of the pool at the bottom of the waterfall itself. And there's a bluish purple, I don't really want to say light.
Luminescence.
Yeah, that's a better word. And it's bluish purple, and it's coming from the inside of this cave on the back wall. And
That doesn't help me.
it's strong enough that it's illuminating this cave, the entire cave up to this point, well enough that you haven't had to use torches or anything like that. So what do you do?
Do we see anything in there in that little cave besides
You,
the light?
you would have to walk at this point. You would have to circle the pool at the bottom of the waterfall and come up onto the cave to look into it. Um, the waterfall and the pool at the bottom is between you and the where this luminescence is coming out of.
Do we still hear the scratching at this point?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to go over to the pool and look down into it and see if whatever is making the scratching is like in there scratching on the ice, like the half frozen part. Like maybe it's a water creature or something. And I'm going to check out the pool.
Give me an investigation check.
9. So I'm assuming I see zip.
Yeah. You see bluish purple coming up from underneath the partially frozen ice in the pond.
I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look there too as well.
Uh,
15.
Okay. You you look closer through part of the pond that isn't frozen, and you don't see anything. Uh, so, from your point of view, there's nothing in the pond itself. What is Lucid doing while the other two are staring in the pond?
I keep watch, and I guess I walk over after them
Um,
around the pond.
what you guys decide is there's actually nothing that you can see in the pond.
We had to walk around beside it and climb up or something.
To get to the cave where the luminescence is coming from, you had to walk around the pond, which is the base of the waterfall.
I guess I start walking around to check out that cave.
I follow him.
Okay,
Yeah, I'll go too.
so
Got my sword and shield, and I'm like,
so the three of you circle the pond and head for the cave. As you do, as you get closer, the luminescence gets brighter and brighter. Um, in fact, by the time you're standing at the mouth of this cave, it's almost blinding. In fact, give me a constitution check, all three of you.
Constitution check or saving throw?
Check for now.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh,
17.
that one.
That one.
what about Lucid?
22.
Okay. I keep Robin, I keep forgetting your character's name.
Taylor.
Taylor puts a hand over her eyes. She cannot see at this point. Uh, the other two of you do see. Um,
Oops, failed save, permanent blindness.
Oh, God.
I'm not gonna be quite that mean because
You really want a blind fighter in your group.
I know it's been an old trope in martial art movies for I don't know how many years. Um, but when the other two of you walk up to the mouth of the cave, the purple and blue luminescence moves. In fact, it comes toward the three of you, and
Oh,
and I need an initiative roll from the
Are
three
you
of you.
friend or god damn it?
Uh, I need an initiative roll from the three of you.
I got a 12.
18.
And Tail
17.
Taileth, yours is a disadvantage because you're half blinded.
I was assuming so. The initiative roll or the any attack rolls?
Uh, Actually, it'd be the attack roll.
That's what I was assuming.
So,
Yeah.
uh,
Hers was 18, mine was 17.
I got a 12.
so I say 1, 2, 12. Uh, 17. And then
A 17 for knowledge religion to know what it is.
what?
A 17 for knowledge religion to know what the monster is.
Uh, I'll give you that. Just a second here.
Hail, blowy monster! We mean you no harm. We apologize for encroaching on your territory. Can we hide out in the front of the cave for a little while and shelter from the storm?
You have, being a cleric of the Stormlord, you have heard bards tell stories of weather related creatures from different planes of existence. Um, and you think what you're seeing is a frost salamander, which is not supposed to be on this plane of existence. This is not where they live. So,
Hey, buddy, you seem lost.
and it when it hears you trying to speak to it, it growls.
Easy, girl, easy. And I back up.
Um, so what do you guys want to try and do? Do you want to engage or do you want to try and negotiate or what do you want to do?
Do you have anybody that speaks Primadoral?
Um, Let me see. What language did you say?
Primadoral.
You mean
Primador. How do you pronounce that? How do you pronounce that word?
primordial?
Yeah.
It does in fact speak primordial.
Does anybody speak? Does anybody in our group speak it?
No.
Mm-mm.
Nope.
Yeah, neither do I.
Okay. So
I got Sylvan. It's an animal, maybe.
it's Nalo's turn. What are you gonna try and do? because it's the four of you, the three of you and it are basically at the mouth of its cave. There, you're lucky if there's 10 feet between you at this point. Uh, and all it knows is three tiny creatures are
Oh,
standing
good.
are standing in front of it, wanting to come into its cave.
Tried to give it peace offering of food. I
What?
sent it. I said I tried to give him peace offering of food. Sent it on the ground, kind of between us, and then backing up a little bit.
Um,
And I tell everybody else to back up. The other two to back up.
it basically continues coming forward because it senses you as warm-blooded creatures, and that's warmth. In fact, is what it feeds on.
I don't think it's intelligent and it looks hungry. Blast it.
So what do you want to do? Oh, it ignores your food offering. It doesn't eat the same food that humans do or humanoids do.
We're probably food for it.
You want heat? I'll give you some heat. And I shoot it with a fireball.
It, you can do that at your turn.
Oh, it's not.
What are you gonna do? Or was your food offering the only thing you were gonna do this
Um,
round?
I like I said, I back up.
Okay, you back up. Um, now it's um, Taylor's turn.
Okay, well, since I can't see, I'm definitely not gonna use a ranged weapon, so I'm just gonna draw my great sword and try to slash at it.
And like I said, yeah,
Advantage.
yeah, you're at disadvantage. 'Cause,
Okay, so that would be a 15 total.
nope.
Alright, well, since I get 2 attacks, I'll try again. Again, advantage. See. 15, so probably no.
So now it's Lucid's turn. What does Lucid want to do? Do you want to do the fireball you mentioned, or do you want to do something else?
Yeah, I'll back up and I'll do Sacred Flame. So it makes a dex save or it takes 2d8 of fire.
Okay, let me do it. Save here.
DC 15.
Save, save. Uh,
Or in this case, 15. 15 damage.
what type? What type of save?
Dex.
Okay. So that eh, it failed its save then.
It takes 15 fire.
Okay. Now it's its turn. And I want you all to make a um, which Constitution saving throw, please.
Come on!
20.
16.
What did you all get?
What is it? Dex, you said?
Yep. Or no, Constitution.
Yeah.
What?
I got 20.
Yeah.
921.
And what
And I
did?
got a 16.
Okay. So okay. You all only take half then. You take 22 points of cold damage.
Even after backing up 30 feet?
Yep. It's this 60-foot cone breath weapon.
Gross.
So, and so uh now it's turn again.
Whose?
Yours?
Okay, I do Witch's Bolt,
Okay.
which I have to do a range attack.
Okay.
20 plus 3, I think.
Was that a natural 20?
Yes, that was a natural 20.
Okay. So it hits. And then
And then I'm doing it second level, so that's 2d12. Let me find my d12. Where's my d12 at?
so roll if if
10. What?
if damage is 2d12,
Yeah.
you roll that and then you double it for the crit.
Okay. 10 plus 8. So it's 18 plus 18 plus 18 is
36.
36.
Okay. Okay. Now it's
Oh, and by the way, and it says I I have another attack, so I have an extra attack.
if you cast a spell on your first attack, your second attack can only be either a cantrip or a weapon attack.
Okay.
So,
Just a second. No. I'm gonna do acid splat. Oh wait, just a second. Just a second. Let me check two things. second. Okay, not that one. I think I want to do acid splash.
Okay. Is that I assume that.
That's a cantrip.
Yeah, but I assume that's a saving throw for the creature, or do you gotta
I'm checking.
try and hit it?
Um, dexterity saving throw.
Okay. What's the DC for that?
Dexterity.
Yeah, but what number does it have to beat?
Oh, 15.
Uh,
And as I'm 6th level, it's 2d6 if they miss.
and it failed its saving throw.
So 2d6, 5 and 4.
Okay. So now it's Taylor's turn again.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep trying to slash away at it with my great sword and hopefully hit it at one of these tries. Dude, do you know how hard it is to fight when you can barely see? Like, seriously. Oh, that didn't hit.
What was
12.
no?
Okay, so let's try one more time. Let me grab a couple of different dice and see if they do me any better. Okay,
Not right
17. Did the 17 hit?
17 actually hits.
Okay, so that means 2d6. So that would be 14 points of damage.
Okay, now it's Lucid's turn. What does Lucid want to do?
I guess I'll do shatter on it.
Okay. Do you
Uh,
do you have to try and hit it, or is that a saving throw?
the creature would make a Constitution save.
Okay.
I'm gonna use one of my 3rd level spell slots.
Well, you got a total of 14.
That's a fail.
Okay.
I'll do my divinity expansion thing, so it takes max damage. So that's 32.
I thought you said that was only on lightning and thunder.
This is thunder damage.
Oh, is it? Okay. And now I have to see. Okay. Um, rears back from the damage and fires another 60-foot cone of cold toward the three of you.
Oh
I need
goodness.
I need you to make Constitution saving throws, please. It recharged on a 6 and it got a 6. Yeah.
10.
20 plus 3. So,
What did Lucid get?
I got a 17.
So Lucid and Nalo take 22 more points.
Lucid, I need healing.
Uh,
Seriously.
Taylith takes 44 points.
Okay. I'm down. I am definitely down.
I'm at 5, so.
So Taylith is unconscious and Nalo is down to 5. What does Lucid do at this point?
I do healing word for Taylor. At second level. Healing her for 8. Bringing her back to consciousness.
Actually, I was at negative 29 points, so I don't think that's going to bring me back to consciousness.
Oh, is that how that works?
You were unconscious. Since you weren't dead, the negative points don't mean anything.
Okay.
The negative points only count if you got to negative 44 or what actually negative whatever your hit points were.
37, yeah.
And then if it got to that, then you'd be dead.
Okay.
So you are now conscious.
Okay.
You have
And an 8.
you have 8 hit points. Now
Okay.
Nalo has 5. Where is Lucid at hit point wise?
I'm at 13.
So all 3 of you are one more good hit and all 3 of you'd be down. It's Nalo's turn. What are you gonna do?
I'm going to back away from the thing. And back away more than 60 feet. Well, wait just a second. Hold on.
You can only back away 30 feet, I think your walking distance is. Unless you're a dwarf and then it's only...
Yeah, I'm 30. So I back up just a second. Let me check something. Let me see how far I have to be to do that.
Well...
Oh, wait. I can do the
You can back up 30 feet, and then if you want to use your actual action to back up 30 more, you can back up 60 feet.
Okay, how far are we from right now?
Like 10.
Okay. I back up 30, and then,
So then you're 40 feet away.
and then if I use an action to go 20, or no, 25.
Can she like go around the curve so that she's not in the line of sight?
Well, except for the fact I need to be in line of sight for that lightning bolt.
You can lightning bolt and then move.
Well, I already lightning bolt, so I could do the D12 because it still does the D12 on the next turn. Or next turns.
Although...
Which is bolt.
Oh, it does damage on the next turn?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I get it now. How far
Read
away?
through it says.
How far away can you be and it still be connected? Is the
It says
question.
30 feet. 30 feet. Oh wait, it says wait. A beam of crackling blue energy laces out towards a creature within range, forming a sustained arc of lightning between you and the target. Make a ranged spell attack against the creature. On a hit, the target takes 1d12 lightning damage. And on each of your turns for the duration, you can use your action to deal 1d12 lightning damage to the target automatically. So I
Right.
don't need to do another range attack. The spell ends if you use your action to do anything else. The spell also ends if the target is ever outside the spell's range, or if it has total cover from you.
Okay. What is the spell's range?
30 feet.
Okay. So if you're out of 30 feet, the spell ends.
Yeah.
If you're outside 30 feet, the spell ends.
Yep. So I'll just move to where I'm just within that 30 range.
Okay. So and you
But
use
I went second level on that, so I get 2d12 automatically on that.
well well you did that originally from
Yeah. But
from
it says that every turn during the duration of the spell, which is a minute,
yeah
I get that d12
yeah
2d12 on it.
you get 1d12 every round after that. So roll me a d12 and tell me what the damage is.
11. And
So
then I'm
so
gonna stay within that 30 range, and I'm gonna use acid splash again.
what um yeah you do have two attacks. So
Mm-hmm.
all right. And, and you're you're now 30 feet away. What is the range on the acid splash spell?
60.
Okay.
And he has to do a dex saving throw on this one.
Okay. And he misses.
So 2d6 because I'm in level 6, and it's 8.
Okay. Now it's Taylor's turn.
Alright, well, I'm just gonna keep slashing away. If I'm gonna go down, I'm gonna go down fighting.
Well, that's the way a fighter would do it. Unless you botch and cut your own head off and, with your great sword
Right.
and then bards all over the kingdom will make really sappy songs about you.
18. Does that hit?
That hits.
Alright, so. That was 9 points of damage. And then. Nope. That one does not hit. Let's see. That's a 12.
And from now on, we'll say you're not at disadvantage anymore.
Okay.
Because going unconscious and coming back up, we'll say that took care of you being partially blinded.
Okay, that cleared my vision.
Right. So it's um, Lucid's turn.
I guess I'll max guiding bolt at the lizard.
Okay.
That's what I'll do.
Is that That's a cantrip, so is that a saving throw or an attack roll?
It's a third level spell.
Okay.
I'm using a third level spell slot.
Oh, I
It's
thought
an attack.
guiding bolt was a cantrip.
Nah, it's a first level spell.
Okay. So
Uh, I got a 19 to hit.
that hits.
66.
60, 66.
20 damage.
Oh, 20 damage. Okay. You were saying 6d6. Okay. Um. Oh, darn it. Didn't. His breath weapon didn't recharge this round.
Yay!
Oh, darn.
But he does get 2 attacks. The question is, which one of you is he going to go after?
Bring it, you overgrown lizard.
Does Lucid actually say that?
Yes.
Okay. He hears you. He's going to attack Lucid twice.
He's got to be pretty injured by now.
What's your armor class, Lucid?
20.
Oh yeah, you've got that shield of faith up, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay. The bite misses. And the claw, you rolled the exact same thing. So, the claw misses. So he's done. It's now his turn.
Okay, I'm gonna do my 1d, or is it 1d12 or 2d12?
Oh, you're 1d12 for the witch bolt. So
I
roll.
got exactly 12 on that.
Okay. Alright. And your second attack is gonna be what?
Just a second. I'm gonna swing my 2 swords at him. I got 2 weapons. I'm a dual welder.
Stab, stab.
Give me 2 attack rolls.
20 plus, I don't know, 20 plus something.
Because it's glowing from the bolt.
What was it? 20 plus? What'd you add to it?
You should have an attack
plus 5. 20 plus 5.
Okay.
So that's 25 on one.
That hits.
And 18 on the other.
They both hit.
Okay, so now I need a D8. You got D8. 6.
Okay.
8. 6 and 8.
So, you kill it.
Yes. You killed it.
It almost killed all 3 of you, but you stayed alive long enough, barely alive long enough to kill it. Now I need dex saves from all of you. What?
I got a 4.
20.
19, 19, 20, 21, 22.
Nallo and Talith get out of the cave. The creature falls on Lucid, and the cave begins to crumble around him. What are you gonna do?
Uh, I'm going back in to try to save him. I mean, he's
Yeah,
our cleric.
Yeah, we need to go back and help him.
I blow up the creature's body with shatter and walk out.
Uh, how many hit points do you have? You said
13?
how many?
13?
Um. Okay. By rights, the animal falling on you should have killed you. Because it's a large sized creature. Actually, hold it. It's a huge sized creature. Uh, but I will say you are still alive and breathing under the creature.
I had a reaction where I could blast lightning at something that hits me.
Yeah.
Maybe that helped.
You can have a reaction to this thing falling on you.
So I can take a bonus action?
Well, it's a reaction.
Oh, okay. My reaction does 2d8 of thunder to the body.
Okay. Roll
I don't know
the
if that helps.
roll the 2d8 then.
11.
Mm. And it's what kind of damage?
Thunder? Unless lightning's better?
Well, um, I, I will roll to see if that was enough damage to move the creature off you.
Actually, if I do lightning damage, I can move the creature 10 feet. Oh, large or smaller?
Uh, that it'd be too big to move it 10 feet. But I'll be nice to you and say you can move it 2 feet because if you can move a large creature 10 feet, you should be able to move a huge creature at least 2 feet, which would give you enough room to get out from under the creature at least. But you still have the problem of the cave is crumbling around you and there are rocks falling and, you know, such like that. So, uh, are you two gonna still go in and try and get him out?
Yes.
Run
Okay.
for the exit.
Both of you give me strength rolls to see if you're able to pull him out of there.
17.
12.
Talith wouldn't have been able to do it by herself, but with both of you, you managed to do it. And As the three of you just clear the entrance to the salamander's homemade cave, the scratching you heard was him digging. Um, as the three of you barely clear the entrance, the cave falls in completely.
Well, at least it's safe now.
And the three of you are like gravely, seriously injured.
I think we need to rest now.
I cast Cure Wounds on everyone for like a D8 plus 4. And then I'm like, well, let's actually just take a nap.
We need to ask whatever his name is to watch while we sleep.
Yeah, he didn't do any of the fighting.
Well, he can untie Connie and bring her into the cave. At which he can tie her back up if you want to. Just so she can't run away.
Connie can take first watch.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be real.
And
Productive.
and Varn can stand guard while the three of you sleep. And being all just shy of 10 o'clock my time, I think that's where we'll leave it. You guys get a good night's sleep and heal up before you attempt to do anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So, did you guys have fun with that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Near-death encounter.
Well, I mean, the first combat went way too easy, so you had to throw in one where we all almost died, right?
And see, you guys barely killed it and you almost died, which means it wasn't too hard because you survived, and it wasn't too
Barely.
easy because you almost didn't survive.
Oh, if I had taken one more full 44 points of damage, I would have been 1 point away from actually dying. Like, I calculated that.
I brought a revive spell, guys. We were fine.
You
I can cast Simplify one time.
you actually healed people this week,
Yeah, for once.
and you still don't know what the hell's going on with Connie. So,
The healing arguably mattered. Like, the swing the Dragonborn got, if she didn't get that swing, we might not have made it.
yeah, that's true. And you have no idea why Connie's losing her mind at the moment.
Well, we knew that was a possibility in going into the wastelands. People do tend to lose their mind there. So.
And let's be honest, Connie is the weakest of the five of you. So, if anybody's going to be affected, it's going to be her first. So,
Just wait till I train you to be a paladin. A paladin of the storm.
she'll be the most mentally messed up paladin ever.
Yep, exactly.
It just says you have to make an oath. It doesn't say what condition you're in when you make it.
And I don't know that it actually says that your oath has to be intelligible by anybody. You could, she could just mumble something and it'd be alright.
As long as you mean it in your heart and we wave the sacred stick of storm. It's a stick that tells the weather. You stick it outside, and if it's wet, it's raining.
Really?
So, um, well,
I think you could just stick your arm out there and you would know that.
This is so you don't get wet.
so for those of you watching, I hope you enjoyed that. Um, follow us on all our social media. I'll throw the card up here in a minute where you can see where to find us on everything. Uh, if you like what we're doing, please like the video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Be sure to buy copies of Robin's books on Amazon, because fourth one should be coming out soon.
Yeah, next couple of months, the fourth one should hit.
One new subscriber will win a magic stick of the storm.
No, we need several new subscribers for that.
All new subscribers receive sticks.
And actually, Robin, you should time your new book to come out for our Call of Cthulhu game on Halloween.
Oh, I'm gonna try to get it out as close to Halloween as possible anyway, just because the sort of stuff I write.
And hopefully what now?
Nothing.
Sounded like I interrupted somebody. Hopefully all three of you can make it back next week and we can see if you survive the next thing that's going to happen to you. And we can also see if Connie's going to go mad and kill all of you.
Oh, I hadn't really thought of that as a possibility. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks. Now you mention it.
Yeah.
Oh, she failed another will save and slits your throats in your sleep.
I guess you have to tie her up every night so she can't attack us.
Who said anything about letting her loose? But once again, I hope you all enjoyed that. I guess that's all I can think of at the moment, so we'll see you guys next time.
See you next time.
See you next time.
Bye. And I'll throw this up for a second.
No, I was gonna write books, but like one person was like, "Oh, it's great," and the next person's like, "Oh no, you need to do this, this, and this." I was like,